Welcome back to Nightfall Bay, DC Heroes. We're working with Foundry VTT here. I'm your host, Evil Dungeon Master, sitting alongside the Jeff.
Hello.
And we're back into the story again this week. So, the last time we had found out that Fancy Dan was here with his Crocks in the warehouse running things, and we managed to get a jump on him. We were investigating things while we had him, what we thought, tied up and subdued, but he snuck away when we were looking at the clipboard because we were trying to make sense of it. It just didn't make sense. It was abnormal. And then we checked the trucks and we found there were boxes full of the cheap knockoff perfume ready to go out. So
Not
that's
knockoff, they're counterfeit.
that would be the same thing. Counterfeit, knockoff, same thing. Okay, I guess they're
Knockoff means is to a lower degree. Counterfeit means it's to the same degree. It's just not made by the same company.
it's perfume minus a letter.
Yeah,
It's Gucci, which just spelled differently.
it's Chanel number 6.
Number 6. Yeah, that's a really good
Chanel
brand.
number 5? No, it's Chanel number 6.
It's
the upgrade.
Chanel. So that's where we left off. Issue 18's chaos factor is 7. So after discovering the fake perfume on the trucks,
Chanel number 6.
Chanel number 6. It's Chanel number
Chanel.
6. Yeah. The Slamhawk makes an anonymous phone call to the police, and the guys jump on the bike and head back to HQ, but we don't know if that's going to happen. We have a pretty high chaos factor here, so we'll see what happens. Nope. Scene was altered, so basically we could do two things. I can roll a scene alteration to see what it is, or we could just make up and change it slightly.
I would like to try to make up a scenario.
Go ahead.
All right. So as we're as Slamhawk is calling the police and Dandy's kind of still looking over the list, we hear a truck start up and leave. As we turn around, we see one of the trucks is departing with the
Okay.
Chanel number 6.
Okay, truck starts up and leaves and heads down the driveway.
Speeds off, I would say.
And tries to speed off. You want to do that? That works.
Yeah.
So you're making the phone call. I'm looking over the clipboard, and all of a sudden we hear, and all of a sudden we hear,
What was that?
It was a really bad old truck sound. Okay, buddy. And we see the left truck over here. This one over here, where my mouse is going over. We see this truck go start taking off, heading down this way, and I'm like, Slamhawk, the truck.
Slamhawk turns around.
Slamhawk's
Oh no!
Slamhawk's like, just a moment. The pepperoni, yeah, extra cheese. What were you saying?
What was going on? I think it's
Slamhawk,
pronounced doink.
what? I don't want to know.
I want a pizza. I don't want any sauce, and I don't want any crust.
So you want a pizza with nothing?
Hey Jimmy, you want a pizza with nothing?
Nothing? Jeff found that old commercial. I think it was a Domino's commercial, honestly. When they said, never mind. Anyway, so look it up. All right, so
We'll post it in the description.
okay, so we both get a chance to try to stop the truck. I'll let you go first since you're in front of me.
Slamhawk is going to run over there and try to jump onto the truck.
All right, since it's a speeding truck. All right, there's my GM screen. Okay. It's gonna be a little bit difficult. So what is do you have anything like running or anything like that, or
I have jumping.
how about acrobatics?
No.
Let's try jumping. What do you have in jumping?
It's a power.
All right, dexterity.
4.
Okay. We said it was a little bit difficult, so you're gonna have to at least get a an 11 or higher.
How about 17?
No, you missed.
Ah, damn it! I knew I should have ordered a pizza with crust.
So Slamhawk is on the back. My guy's gonna jump up to here and see if he can try to hit a tire as it's going out. That's gonna probably be a little bit difficult too, I'm gonna say.
I mean, it's speeding away. It's not right there, but it's speeding away. So
Yeah, I mean,
Good
I'm
luck.
probably get. I should have a pretty good. Yeah, I have an 8. Okay, an 8. See, 8. I said it was here, so it's a 9. Okay, not bad. I could probably do that. Let's see what we get.
I mean, it's more than a 50% chance.
Yeah. 16.
Just your
All
one
right.
roll. Your first roll was a 9.
Is it? So I got a 16. Let me look on the little chart here. I needed a 9. So that's 1, 2, 3. It's a 3, and we'll say. I don't know what tires are. Tires are probably an average of 2 or 3. We'll just go with that. Oh, so it blows the tire out. And let's ask the GM. Does that make? Well, actually, you know what? We'll do it right by the book. Let's see if the driver can control it. No, not even close. So he skids off to the side. You'll have to do a check to see if you can hang on, or you want to dive and roll away from the truck.
I can dive and roll away.
All right. You won't have to roll for that because you see that the tires gets blown out, and you just kind of dive off the truck and do a little roll. That's kind of falls under your wrestling ability, I would say. As it was my GM hat on, I say that.
Yeah, that's fine.
So the truck
wrestling-
goes and just crashes right into a tree. So, you gonna go check him?
Well, obviously.
Well, let's ask the GM.
Is he
Does the driver try to run away? Obviously, if it's a no, we can see if he's dead or not.
I would say more than likely not, because okay.
Yes. I looked at a 50-50 just to be sure. Yeah,
I'll say
so
more
the,
than likely not, because he just crashed.
so he tries to run, but he can't run too far, so he's just kind of ran right over here. Slamhawk, we'll say when the truck went over to this way, you dove out right here.
Okay, so I'm not too far from him. I can catch him.
I ran up to here. Okay, it's your turn.
Run up to the running guy, and grab him by his collar. Where do you think you're going?
All right, just give a quick roll. Yeah, go for a quick roll. Oof. 18, roll again. Not you, it'll roll. It should roll. Oh, you rolled by yourself. Roll it again.
So,
37. I don't even have to calculate that on the chart because you grabbed him and you have him in a pretty solid hold.
you ain't getting away from the Slam Hawk.
Let's see here. Personality.
More like the Slam Pigeon. Shut up!
It's perceptive and selfish. Okay. And his appearance
It's selfish and perception.
is neat and striking. Oh my god, is this is this Fancy Dan's little brother?
Fancy Daniel?
Yeah, Fancy Daniel. He's Fancy Danny.
Fancy Danny. Fancy Danny.
He says, he looks at you and he says, well, you know, I would have got away, but you know, you and your stupid colors, yeah.
Wait. What's that supposed to mean?
It means your outfit's very telling of you. You look like a wrestler.
Sure.
I was trying to steal this stash away from Fancy Dan to sell it.
Well, you ain't going too far. And as he's carrying him back to the warehouse with the back of his shirt.
Okay.
You're going with the others.
Well, does he? Let's see what his actions are. This will give us a hint. Arrive.
Harder! I'm arriving!
As you... Jesus, you're like blowing the speakers out here, dude. As you arrive closer to the warehouse, he starts getting really scared. No, don't take me back there. No, no.
Why?
There's I don't know. Let's see.
Is that what he says? I don't know.
Conversations. There we go. Let's see what this has to give us.
I'm arriving.
Glad.
You're freaking. You're glad.
There's a mysterious hobo in there. I don't like him.
That's no hobo. That's the Dandy Archer.
I heard that.
What? I'm sticking up for you.
You're annoying. So he's really like nerve-wracked right now when you bring him inside the warehouse.
Carrying him like a cat with, back of his holding his back of his collar.
Let's ask him. Were you bringing the? So he said he was going to sell them. Okay. Was he going to? Who would he sell them to?
While we were distracted, did the other guys get away?
Yes. They did. All these guys are gone.
So you were the distraction, huh?
I don't really. He's like, no, I was just trying to steal the perfume. That's all. I was going to sell it, get all the money on my own.
Well, guess what? Now you're
What?
getting a prison sentence.
Well, let's. You called the cops, so let's see if the cops actually will respond. Will the police respond? Yes. Okay, so we hear the sirens in the distance. So what do? We need to tie him up and we need to get out of here, young man.
Well, if he's anything like his brother, if we just tie him up, he'll run away.
Well, knock him out.
That didn't work for the last guy either.
Well, then you could stay with the cops and give it to him. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I will deliver him to the police. You get the bike ready.
Okay. So the cops pull up down here. Let's put a couple
Pudding
cops.
in hand.
They don't have pudding.
They like their pudding. Well, it has a pudding cup and everything.
Why do they have pudding now all of a sudden?
Because they like pudding. What's wrong with pudding? Some with chocolate, some with vanilla, some with tappy.
We'll put a sergeant down here.
We got a numerous call, so we sent in the entire squad.
I'm getting the bike.
Pull the bike through the back, yeah. Bike goes without you.
Well, I can't do both. There. I have the bike. I'm ready to go.
Your rear tire is fully inflated.
Hey, Dandy Bike?
Yes, Dandy.
Please power yourself off except for the engine.
Powering myself off.
That was perfect. The thing broke up when you said that. I went... Ah, thank God it's gone.
I'm never gone. Just powered
Ah!
off.
So the police come in, and they say, hold it right there. Well, I'm on the cart. I'm stuck.
We're all gliding in here.
I hate when it does that.
We're walking in sequence, snapping our fingers like sharks.
Yeah, it's that. What is the West Side Story when they're all doing that?
Yes.
They're all lined up there. Hands up! You're the criminal we've been looking for.
This is the criminal you're looking for. And tosses over Fancy Danny. This is Fancy Danny. Well, I don't know his name fully. I'm pretty sure my partner told me that.
Do the cops try to detain Slamhawk? I'll leave it as unsure.
I'm the Slamhawk.
No.
Noted hero.
Yes, but you were working with the Dandy Archer.
The other hero. But right now you should take care of Fancy Danny. Danny? Hey, you! What's your name? Is it Fancy Danny?
Your mama.
Ooh. I don't think they'll accept that as a name. He says his name is your mama. It tosses him to the cops.
They arrest him and they bring him to the car. Are you just gonna run out now?
The Slamhawk thanks you for your public service. I must be off. Criminals await. It starts running.
What? Why is he running like that? Does he have a limp? No. Okay. I was gonna say,
Don't worry about him. He doesn't know how to run.
the sergeant was because you were running so weird. I decided the sergeant start following you, but he doesn't follow you. So
Well, he has to finish his pudding cup.
yeah. So they all glide back to the car.
In sequence.
All in sequence.
With Fancy Danny doing the same thing.
Exactly. And we take off. And that ends this episode for today. That'll be end scene right there. Everything was we were pretty much in control of this scene, so boom, the gas factor bound back down to 6. All right, so we got no progress, but we're gonna head back to headquarters, and that's gonna end this episode for today. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Tell me what you think about it in the comments. No, we promise you that we're not drinking during this episode. Good night, everybody.
We should, though.
Yeah, we should.
Don't ever laugh as the hearse goes by, for you may be the next to die. They wrap you up in a big white sheet from